Hey guys, it's Jamie here with my indicator, the binary destroyer. I just wanted to do a quick video on my perfect setup with the indicator. I'm a very sort of versatile trader. I trade in ranging, when it's trending, all sorts of market conditions, I'll trade it. But when this sort of pattern pops up, I love it because I know for a fact 100% it will pay out. I know that. I know a lot of people say, oh, you can't predict the market, but I've seen this setup happen so many times, I know it pays out. And I'll explain to you why. As we can see, hold on, let me try and zoom out. As we can see, we have a massive uptrend. We can all see this here, a massive uptrend. It's kind of obvious we're in a massive uptrend. So, like I always say, what comes up must come down, and same again, what goes down must come up. So we can all sort of establish that we're in a clear uptrend. Now, what I always say is to get the perfect setups is you want to sort of wait for the price to make its move before you make your move. If it involves sitting on your hands or you sellotaping your hands to the table, whatever you've got to do, to stop you from getting itchy fingers, just sit and wait and see what the price does. And as we can see, we're in a massive uptrend. The RSI is clearly oversold here. At that point now, it's oversold. The stochastic's overbought, I meant. So I know the price will drop. And as you can see here, I don't know if you can see, I'll zoom in. We have a massive, we have a massive uptrend, and you start getting these sort of upside down dojis where the price has been pushed up and it's been rejected. You've got a spin bar there, pin bar. And basically that's telling me the price is sort of going to reverse now. As you can see, the price keeps trying to be pushed up, but it's being pushed back down. It's been rejected. And then you've got a massive engulfing candle, bearish engulfing candle. So that signifies, okay, the market's going to reverse. And it does. You get a nice confirmation arrow here to signify that it has reversed. But because the market has had a massive uptrend, it's been bullish really for the past, half an hour really. It's just been climbing. What I always find, okay, now this is like the nail on the coffin, I know for a fact it pays out, is when you get an M, a second leg of an M, it always pays out. And as you can see here, we have an M. You see how the price is pulled back and then it's kind of shot up again around here. You've got these very bullish moves, and the price doesn't really, I've drew this trend line in here, and you can see how the price never really sort of went back to the level it was before. So that's telling me that, okay, we're now in a downtrend because it's just made a lower high. You see how this is lower than that? And I know for a fact that when this signal appears here, a 5-minute trade is just always pays out. And it does. The trade never went against me. If you're more of an experienced trader, you probably would have got in here, but I've designed the indicators for beginners. So if you trade it where the arrow appears, just to sort of confirm it, you would be nice in the money. Okay, when the price is sort of around here, I wouldn't trade it. You want to find a perfect sort of M. Okay, now there's loads of things confirming that the price is going to drop. The fact that the price started to drop here and then it sort of pulled back, it made a lower high, so that's another confirmation. An arrow's appeared, another confirmation. The stochastics, RSI, both overbought. And you've got sort of, I've drawn this trend line, this resistance line here, which kind of tells me that, the price is going to drop. And like most currency pairs, they all sort of work with one another. So if the euro US dollar is doing this, the USD chef is doing exactly the same, but in the opposite direction. Instead of an M, we have a W. How you can see we've got a massive downtrend. And then let me just move that down there. We've got this very, sort of, you see how the price has been pushed down but been pushed back up, and then you've got a nice sort of bullish up move. Well, like I say, when that happens, I know, okay, the price is going to reverse. It's going to, it's going to be an uptrend now. So what you do is you wait for the pullback, which is here. Let me try and move this. Try and move this line. And it's there. And how you can see, it's now made a higher low. How the price never went back to the original price that it was before. And that tells me, okay, we're now in an uptrend. So when a confirmation signal appears here, like, I know it's going to pay out, Like I said on here, on the Euro USD, you've got an M. On the USD chef, which obviously works in the opposite direction, we have a W. And you want to be trading this one's here, the second leg of these. Because a lot of people always say to me, oh, how can you, identify when a reversal is happening? Like, you can't. Because, for instance, you see here, the price could have pulled back and we could be still in a downtrend, I know and everybody else know that the price could be pulling back and it could carry on shooting down. But the fact here, it's made a higher low, like, I know when this arrow appears, it's going to be, the price is going to shoot up. And it does, you could probably took a 15-minute trade here and you still be in the money. I wouldn't recommend anything longer than that, because if you look closely, it looks like the price is going to bounce off this support line, the price lines. But it's carrying on shooting up. And that's what I find is my perfect setup. It might not work. Well, I know for a fact it will work because I've traded this for the past year. It doesn't happen all the time. You really want to wait for a massive sort of uptrend or downtrend for that to happen. And you don't want the price, if the price sort of like here, okay, let's say you think, let me try and move this bar there. Let's say you think, okay, we've got a sort of M. It has to be, looks like an M or a W, if you understand what I mean. That's why I say sit on your fingers or sellotape them to a table until you wait for the price to make it sort of move, wait for the patterns to appear, and then trade it. Okay, and that's what I say about teaching you to sort of get the best possible results. Like, to everybody else, that looks like just an average setup, but just for somebody that knows what they're looking at, I know for a fact this, when this arrow appears, it's gold dust, because it signifies a reversal is happening. I know for a fact we're now in an uptrend, so I know how to trade it. So yeah, I mean, that's basically my perfect setup.